So yeah, I mean, this is going to seem like nothing for you guys, but it's actually been a little while since we recorded Streets of Rage 2. So, and I mean, now that the fourth game's already out, it's probably about high time we actually continued the game.
I'd say so.
And so we come back to Wood Oak City, the same old peaceful city since Mr. X has finally been gone. But unfortunately, our story starts off with a bang.
It's come under attack. Where's the bang? I was told.
There's the job, and that man is Rambo.
Of all times, we finally found him.
Yeah, we finally found him, and he's not in America, apparently, because welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Streets of Rage's original Japanese version, Bare Knuckle 3. Now, you may be wondering why we're doing this as opposed to just the usual, Streets of Rage 3, as it's commonly known as down here.
Aye.
Well, the story is a lot different in the third game, and as far as Streets of Rage 4 is concerned, they completely go with the original Japanese version. So we're going to stick to the original Japanese version for what it's worth.
Okay.
Not to mention, the story's different, and there's also quite a few, other differences between the two of them, including a character that's not even in the American release.
I'm curious then about that.
Which is even funnier considering the fact that same character actually does get a slight visual reference in 4. So I mean, would only make sense if we actually honored the roots. And really, now of all times,
it's okay. I know that they brought back Simpsons streaming in 4.3, but I wonder
about that.
Oh, welcome back.
So, all right. Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bare Knuckle 3. So, before we get started, we should actually go to our options and make sure that we have just enough lives to survive this little adventure.
Okay.
Mike, if you would.
Yeah, already doing it.
All right, so then you can go all the way up to 9.
9 lives, just like a kitty cat. So, another thing that's worth mentioning, another reason why we're doing Bare Knuckle 3, where it was Japan, basically what Japan sees as hard mode, we got as normal mode, which pretty much made our version of the game all the more harder, or unnecessarily harder. And unfortunately, in doing so, if we were to choose the easy mode, which would basically be normal mode for these guys, we wouldn't even get the full ending.
Yeah.
And we want the full ending. And we don't, though, of course, we don't want to go breaking our balls over it. So that's why we're sticking to Bare Knuckle 3.
We had the plan.
Yeah, basically, just
if there's anything to take from this entire commentary, don't bother with the translated version of Streets of Rage 3. It's just overall an inferior product.
Right.
Yeah,
go with Bare Knuckle 3.
Yeah, and just overall harder. I'd argue probably the hardest of the original trilogy.
It pretty much is. So Hype will be playing as the new character Zan, who replaces Max from Streets of Rage 2. Though you still have the choice of Axel, Blaze, and Skate from Streets of Rage 2.
Like Sammy.
Oh, I mean, the fact that he's called Sammy in Japanese, I mean, I just think that, I could see that being his real name. But with that said, folks, I'm not going to be making Sammy for now. I'll be sticking to Axel.
Good old Axel.
Oops, I pressed the wrong button.
Oops.
My bad.
It should still work. It should still be okay.
I'll do it in the... Wait, did I? Oh,
No,
yeah,
you got it right. You got it right. So, okay. So the plot for Bare Knuckle 3 involves this element called Rakushin, which was actually discovered by Dr. Zan there. And unfortunately, it's one of those things where when it starts to deteriorate, it becomes a very explosive. It's basically nitroglycerin on crack.
And of course, nobody could just leave the dang explosive thing alone. We have to have a villain who decided to weaponize it.
The good old syndicate has returned, and they are using these bombs to, cause all sorts of destructive carnage on our fair city.
Meanwhile, for people who've seen our previous runs of this entire franchise, Blaze is just like, and after all of the community service I had them perform.
I thought I did a good job reforming everyone.
I thought we made that clear. That was not canon.
Not canon, but I don't know. Maybe it's like she dreamt of it. Anyway.
It was a really weird fever dream she was having, and to a point where she still thinks it was real. Anyway, folks, so Streets of Rage 3, not that much different from Streets of Rage 2 as far as how it plays, but there are a few subtle differences. Like, for example, in this game, you might notice that there's a bar, this floating bar right next to our health bar that eventually fills up to a point where it says, "Okay." When you do that, you can use your special, and you won't drain any health while doing so. basically
Oh,
prompting you
okay.
to really space out however many times you use your specials.
Well, I like that. I like that kind of like it's like a implied cooldown. Like you don't have to follow it. You just would lose health for it. But I like that.
But even then, like say if you don't want to use an ability that might drain the health bar, you can still use your typical dash attacks like Axel's traditional grand up.
Right. And Zan. Oh yeah, did we forget to mention that Zan is also a cyborg?
Yes,
Yep.
he is a cyborg. I mean, which is funny because I remember. Yes.
Hang on just a second.
God damn it! Not again.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
I know, James. I'm sorry. I have chores that need to be done.
Well, if you have chores, then why are we still doing this?
Well, I guess what we're gonna say is real quick. Is everything all good?
Oh yeah, it's fine. I just had to put some clothes in the dryer.
Then all
All
good.
right.
All right, we're gonna continue cleaning up crime. To see how I made a weird little.
Yeah, I mean,
freaking tangent
I
with that.
probably will have to get up a little later to take them out of the dryer, but aside from that, I should be good.
All right.
Fair enough.
And honestly, I forgot what I was even going to say earlier.
It's okay. You're talking about Zan. We're talking about the. We're talking about the cyborg
I
and all
said
the
I was
different.
sorry.
All the different power-ups, and I guess I should ask, since you've had most experience with the fourth one than even I have right now, does the fourth one bring back any sort of like, does it bring back any sort of friendly fire?
Yeah, it did. I mean, you saw us hitting each other.
No, I mean the fourth one.
Oh, the fourth one. Okay.
Honestly, I don't know because I have yet to play that game with a friend.
No worries. It will be a fun discovery for all.
Yeah, especially considering the fact that, well, with Streets of Rage 4, if you're playing locally, you can have up to 4 players play the game at the same time.
Oh, which, yes, we will be having, hopefully, a fun guest to join us in that fun little romp and stomp.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, we still got to finish up 3 before we actually get to 4, which kind of a shame because I honestly do think that. I do think that. Okay, I guess in hindsight, that really was deserved.
Ooh,
You
you
got
can
it.
get okay.
You need the extra strength, mister.
Yeah, I thought you were lower on health. My bad.
You're fine. So we're trying to think what else has been going on.
I wonder how awkward that has to be for Dr. Zan, considering the fact he literally is half man, half machine.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know if we talked about it, but like our character specials. Hang on. Let me wait till if there's a volunteer around here. Okay,
There
this guy.
we are.
Oh no, you don't.
Oh,
I was wanting to show off his special.
Don't worry, you'll
Here's
come
the thing
back.
with- See, he has electricity, but you want to be careful with that because his specials can't actually hurt him.
Well, to be fair,
yeah,
everyone,
everybody. Unless your meter says okay. Also, I don't know why, but I like the way you guys were just slow walking earlier. I love the idea of like, I'm gonna show up my special, and then Axe went, yeah, and they're walking away, and Zan's like, I was about to show off my special on him. That was very rude. To
I'm
presume
sorry.
that I would invite him.
Hi, please indulge me for a moment. Walk a little further behind, walk a little further back. Wait for the mook to come in. Oh, speaking of the devil, walk up to him and grab him and toss him behind you.
Oh,
Hang on.
so just walk. So you just have to walk directly into him.
Because I just saw
Okay.
what you did initially, and that's hilarious.
I
I guess
can't.
you can grab him. Never mind.
Oh, it must have been
Yeah.
another mook.
Yeah, it's another mook. Some of them you can't really grab.
Ah well, one more punch ought to take him off screen.
You can grab him because he's got a gun.
The
Yeah.
worst.
Right for you, youngster.
All right, whatever you say, old timer.
So yeah, so other than that, Streets of Rage 3 also introduced a lot of other random fan. Oh gosh, not that.
Oh, also an
I'll be-
interesting thing. When he has a weapon,
Oh,
Because
it powers up his fist.
Interesting. Ow! Hey, wait a minute. I could toss your the Big Ben brothers just fine in the last game. Why suddenly now that does actual gravity kick in?
I was gonna say one of two possibilities. Either A,
Oh.
you're out of shape, or B, they did a lot of eating in their downtime.
I did a lot of eating in my off time.
Which made me know.
I can't do it either.
Which gave me which suddenly put the image in my head of like these bongos. Like after,
Oop.
yep, can't do that. Which after the second game, the bongos are all just. I love how I just refer to them all as the bongos because that's their name.
They're called bongos in Japan, or as we call them in the West, Big Ben.
Right, but I just now imagine like
when they returned for 4.
okay, but I just now imagine all the bongos and Ben sitting around a table
Sorry, I'm
going,
trying to hit him.
okay, they were able to pick us up in the last game. We gotta really up our calorie intake.
We got to turn ourselves into the blob, be an immovable object.
Honestly, it's funny. Again, it's weird because like in the first game, yeah, the fatter moves couldn't be picked up like that. Second game, they changed that so that you can. Then for the third game, they went back to the first game's rules and that you can't. It's like make up your goddamn minds, guys.
Did the fourth game make up its mind on how it would handle things?
Fourth game pretty much runs under two's rules. You can pick them up regardless if they're fat or not. Also, hello, big, tall, and fruity.
We'll see him in a little bit later. And also, yeah, for people who've only played the American version, you couldn't see him regardless.
Yeah, actually, I want to ask if it's... I don't know if it's my controller or the game doing it as well. It seems like the prompt for dashing seems a little bit picky.
Well, it was a new feature for this game. That's another thing we can bring up is the whole running thing was... It's is it the same, like, tap and hold thing?
Yeah, tap and hold. Yeah, double tap and hold. Kind of, it's Kirby logic. Like,
there you go.
But actually to add on to the whole running thing, in Streets of Rage 2, only Skate could really run, whereas everyone else still just walked like this. For the third game, everyone can run, not just Skate. So that don't make Skate very special no more.
Oh,
nope.
Okay.
Now he's just an average little brat.
So I guess if it means anything, they kind of reverted that for Streets of Rage 4. So now only certain characters can actually, do some sort of running motion.
I love his picking up. It's like, come on, are you?
Stop it. Anyway, nice.
Your turn.
Hiya. Okay. Oh, and that's right. We are coming across some of the bonus characters because I don't think we mentioned this, but I want to say Streets of Rage 3 introduced the, or did we talk about it in 2? I'm losing my mind.
I think I'm sure we talked about it in one of the other games, but yeah, basically for this game, if you fulfill certain conditions, you can unlock certain characters.
Which was that a new thing, or could you do that even in the second game?
No, the second game you were only stuck with what you got.
Right. Okay. So the chicken.
Well, I'll hold on to the chicken in case we're really hurting.
Okay. If I see that chicken start flickering, I'm gonna.
I mean, at this point, what all I've played of these games, especially the fourth game, I think it's pretty much evident that the food items never go away.
Awesome.
Here he comes! Hello!
I really thought he had pants on. Okay, so what's going to happen here is wow, look at him
he
go.
does the hooey.
Yeah, welcome to the primary reason why this guy was never in the localized version, because he's a guy. Well, look at him.
He is a fabulous man. So, okay, now real quick, once you guys beat him and he starts falling down, you're going to hold A button together.
My bad.
So get ready to hold A. Ow!
Okay.
Hold A. Oh, God, almost.
Get over here and take your lumps.
And hold A now. And keep holding A and keep it held until we get to the next stage. And keep it held and stop.
Okay.
That should have been enough. So now the way it all works is that if that did work out perfectly, next time you guys lose all your lives, continue, you'll be able to swap to him.
I really wish they would give you like a clear indication as to whether that works.
Yeah, like a sound effect.
Ladies and gentlemen, is that I know for a fact that at least two characters that we able to free. Ash, on the other hand, is one of those cases. I'm not sure if that's legit or not because it
used to be only like a cheat engine thing.
Yeah. So as far as I'm concerned, if it didn't work, then that means that you can only really play as him through a cheat code, or not so much a cheat code, but like a action replay sort of thing.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see. The next character.
Holy shit!
Wow, that was fast. Okay.
Okay.
So right off the bat, once we defeat Shiva, once we beat him up right here, you both are going to hold up and B after he's about to die. Because that's another thing. Is like, yeah, right off the bat, I guess I'll give him credit. I like that they give you all your unlockable characters right at the start if you know what to do.
I mean, that's good to know. Which now, actually, funny bringing up Shiva because in the localized version of the game, Ash, like in those sequences where he was riding the boat, he was completely replaced with Shiva. Which does kind of make more sense considering he is a more recognizable character than Ash is. Like Ash just came and went there.
So would you just fight Shiva twice on the same stage?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, get ready, and you're going to hold up and B as soon as we kick his butt. Okay, hold up and B and keep it held. Keep up and be held, and now he's getting away. But just keep it held. Just keep up and be held the entire time. And keep it held. won't stop for no man.
I hope you got your sources right.
It better have been because I cross-referenced like 4 videos.
What's your
in-
language, kid?
Oh, geez, Sammy. All right,
Hey, to be fair, it doesn't really help you didn't really grow up in the most safe of neighborhoods.
Okay, when's it gonna stop? My thumb's starting to get sore from holding it.
Almost.
I'm holding it.
And
Don't make you seem like an idiot.
and now you guys go.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay, so now if that worked, hopefully.
Kind of makes me think back to the first game with this scenario.
And you're sure
yeah.
and you're sure this is the like now that I stop and think about it, it should be said, ladies and gentlemen, we actually haven't even beat Streets of Rage 3 yet. Like this is gonna be a blind run. So I'm just wondering like, if we are gonna fight Shiva one other time, and that's when you actually unlock them.
It should be. I'm gonna double check one more time. But while we're doing that, it just says Shiva, like, and it showed the same rooftop with the basketball. Yeah, no, so that should be it. And the last character we can unlock will be towards the end of this stage.
Oh, okay, there it goes.
Oh my gosh, many mooks.
Yeah, there's a lot. Well, to be fair, they really upped their game since the last game.
Yeah,
that is true.
Dirty bro.
It is.
Also, one of the things we're mentioning is that good old legendary composer Yuzo Koshiro. I can never remember the guy's name for the life of me, but Yuzo Koshiro, that's it. He returned for Streets of Rage 3, and honestly, this doesn't really hold a candle to the Streets of Rage 2 soundtrack. It feels, I mean, it's a different kind of sound he's going for, but I don't know if it quite works as well as he hoped it would have.
Now,
Would you say he was kind of experimental with this one?
Yeah, he was definitely experimental with this one.
Okay.
And I think, in some cases it's not bad, but other times you can sort of, like, honestly, again, like, Streets of Rage 2 is easily one of the best things he's ever composed, and I think that still holds true even today, to a point where, like, if you're playing with the retro soundtrack option on in Streets of Rage 4, every song they use is from Streets of Rage 2, both the original and the Game Gear version, if you can believe it.
Actually, did that composer come back for 4, or is it a different?
He did for a few, not for all of it, but for a few tracks.
Now, is it something where, like, with the
Hey, sorry, bro. I didn't know he was yours.
Remember, only attack the trainer. That's the trick with this guy. You have to attack just the trainer.
Yeah, we don't want to kill. His name is not Rue. It's Vigdy now. But we want to take down that freaking Joker guy. Tell him to hit everybody.
I think Rue is his name in the westernized version, but here, it looks like he's just named Vigdy. But yeah, let's not hurt the poor kangaroo. Let's worry about his trainer.
It's kind of hard in this instance because Rue's just hopping all over the place.
Well, yeah, he's the one that's full up in your face.
So I think here a good strategy would be to have one of you guys lure Rue down one end, and then have the other guy take out the trainer while Rue's distracted.
Easier said than done, really.
There you go.
I got a hit.
You can do this now, and don't worry, it's not at all dealt. It's
actually,
not.
Hold on. Hey, Rue, come here. Hold on. I want to pet you.
That's not how you pet.
Who's a good little kangaroo? Who's a good little kangaroo? Oh God, I can't believe it's actually working. Zan, you might want to back a bit.
Yeah, back
up a bit. I don't want to take any chances. This is working.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's taking forever. I can only hold this animal back for.
Okay, there it goes. Never mind. Ooh,
and
get out of here.
You're
free.
And Rue is free. I'm
Good
sorry. That actually did catch me off guard with just.
Get him.
Was held up.
That worked out so well.
I'm not gonna lie, little behind the scenes thing. This is, by technicality, our third attempt trying to record this. I kind of like that we were able to get this on this attempt. I hope we keep that.
I would like to keep it as well.
Yeah, we'll keep recording, even if it doesn't end up fucking up.
Also caution about the discotheque for those with sensitive eyes, because this place is. Yep.
It's blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, a lot of
never giving any care for the epileptically challenged.
Yeah, I mean the freaking Porygon.
I mean, it doesn't seem all that bad from what I'm seeing so far, but I mean, yeah, best to keep your eyes peeled. And close it when it starts getting really bad.
I don't know if it's just me, but it looks like some of the strobing's also affecting the frame rate a little.
I mean, it's running at a full 60 frames, so it shouldn't be.
Well,
I think
don't know if
it's
it's just a parsec thing, but I know so like when it does like
it's likely parsec on your end, because on my end it's running fine.
yeah, like that bit right there.
Yeah, I
whenever
think
it
it's
does
just
like
a
that,
parsec. Yeah, I think it's just a parsec thing. But
Yeah, no, parsec's not going to run at a full 30 frames, 60 frames. So obviously, there's going to be a few instances where it looks like what should be like flashing is just like one solid object, and well, that's like one of the things that like people that watch Sonic videos, like Genesis Sonic videos on YouTube, hate the most when like
when they run the shields,
the shield completely eats up Sonic.
Right, or like with
or you don't even see the shield at all sometimes.
With that, and you can always get, and then like I'm always used to seeing that in some videos, like old NES games, like damn it just looks like the character's just invisible for a while.
Yeah.
So anyway,
boy, didn't we live in a night.
So anyway, if all went well, the next time that these guys die, which looks like
I'll first go down.
Yeah.
What's that star next to me mean?
Oh, the star. I think that means you might have a special saved up.
Oh,
maybe?
I'll save it to when we get to a boss.
Sure thing, and then I'm going to look that up real quick, what that means. But anyway, if this worked, then yeah,
in Streets of Rage 4, they do bring in a similar mechanic where if you pick up stars, you can unleash like your supersonic special move sort of thing, which is much more powerful than what you usually use, but it does cost stars to use.
Oh,
nice.
I wonder if that's the same case here.
I'll have to see. But yeah, now that we're getting close, nice. Now that we are getting close, next time one of them dies, we can double check and see if that did work, and we successfully showed off getting all 3 characters. If not, then again, it doesn't surprise me for various reasons. But the easiest one to unlock is Rue, because it's not a cheat code; it's just a systematic do this.
Oh, careful with the women. They have like the fake out the animation sometimes.
Oh, right, the ones where they just stand out for a bit and just
yeah.
I still remember that shit from the I think it was the first game where it happened.
I thought it was in 2. It might have been in both for all we know.
I think it was. I remember 2. Oh, I think it was 1. I remember the first game we had to deal with those like those not Blaze clones that dealt so much damage. So quickly.
Yeah, fuck the Blaze clones. I still remember how they are very cheap in single player.
I imagine so.
That's true.
We do. Get a holier position of work. I don't know.
Take them out.
Oh, bye, Plank.
Oh,
bye, chicken.
Goodbye, chicken.
Oh,
all right. So, I can use a good drink right about now. What the? Speaking of twins,
Yasha and Onihime. Oh yeah, these are the bosses.
Oh, Demon Princess. Okay, real clever there, game.
That is. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I guess it is what Onihime stands for. Huh? Wow.
Yeah, this is definitely giving me Blaze clone vibes.
Yeah.
I'm saying
they're not quite as bullshit from the looks of it. Again, it helps too. We're playing under the original normal difficulty, unlike what the American normal difficulty.
Right. I'm getting some vibes. Careful. Oh.
All right, took care of the Demon Princess. Now it's time to take care of Yasha.
We get it. You are applying Grayson.
You are a beautiful butterfly.
Wait a minute. Was Dick Grayson's mother named Yasha?
I don't know. There you go.
Hooray!
Good on ya.
I took out both of them with a grand upper.
That was great.
And that was just round 2. Jesus Christ, we're not even at that. We're just about at the half hour mark.
We're getting there.
What the heck?
I want to ask, like,
the paper.
What was it?
To find the general, come to the construction site in District K.
Interesting.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
It means the general's been kidnapped.
Hello, this convenient news broadcast brought to you by the Axel Stone Police Squad. We've obtained information that Axel is part. What?
Wait, wait.
Axel's not part of the criminal organization.
Excuse me?
Didn't even spell organization.
Well, the NPA denies it. Our sources tell us that the apprehension of Axel Stone is only a matter of time. Type this now. Let's focus on say. Okay, so
that is just.
This is getting a so yeah. It looks like this is getting a little
spicy,
little more interesting. I mean, granted, if you look at Axel, when you take one look at Axel, and does the first thing come to mind police officer? I don't.
I mean, not really. No.
Careful. We got Donkey Kong barrels here.
Oh yeah, the drum barrels.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of drum barrels, old Fatso's back, and he's got a little bit of heart too.
Oh crap! He has
the fire breath back from the second game.
Yeah, he's gone full on Karnov.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Karnov?
Karnov is the name of that one video
Russian
game character.
platformer.
Russian-looking character that could
He's
breathe fire.
Yeah. It more or less played like a Mega Man kind of game,
Whoop,
except you were a... You're fine. Yeah, it more or less played like a Mega Man game, except you were a grand Russian with fire breath.
It sounds like a Street Fighter character.
It really does, but yeah, pretty much.
Well,
What the heck were you supposed to... Oh. For a moment, I thought he was wearing a dress. Not gonna lie.
yeah, it kind of looked like that to me too. It looked like a little princess dress.
I can kind of see it a little bit, but oh, geez, careful.
Oh,
Yeah.
careful. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, you picked your dress back up. I just noticed that.
Yeah, I love that. It's just like, whoop.
It does not.
This cave is creepy, said the good doctor.
Fortunately, you don't die completely from falling into a pit. You just take a good chunk of health, so be careful.
I wish that were a thing in the fourth game.
Oh,
They don't follow those rules, unfortunately. We drop down a pit.
Yeah,
It's
like
that-
think about how like 4 really follows a lot of the same mentality 2 had.
Yeah,
no.
mostly to its credit, but also occasionally to
Wonder if there's anything in this. Oh, my
Just-
bad.
It should be said, ladies and gentlemen, I actually have beat Streets of Rage 4 at this point, like 3 or 4 times already. And I mean, I do think again a very solid sequel to the classic trilogy, and it really does leave me hopeful for whatever Blizzard Cube and Guard Crush have next.
I got.
Careful.
But that in mind, there are still some old traps that unfortunately the game still follows, and I kind of wish that they didn't.
Okay, now we can move forward.
Especially with this. Speaking of which,
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh,
don't go down there. There's monsters.
that reminds me of one of the old Bugs Bunny shorts where he's running away from Gossamer, and he's like, he goes down the stairs, then he runs back into the Gossamer.
Don't go down there. It's dark.
I still need to watch the new shorts.
I've seen snippets of it, and I've been loving what I've seen of it so far.
I do want to get HBO Max just to watch them, but I'm gonna wait until the money's run on my end.
I am curious, like what. I'm curious, like the writing staff behind it, like what else they've worked on to be brought back for this.
Hearing that one of the lead people behind those series of shorts also helmed Uncle Grandpa.
Really?
Talk a hell of a jump considering the fact that, well, this does feel like authentic Looney Tunes stuff.
Oh, definitely, and I love a lot of the clips. Like one that one of my friends showed with Bugs and the Buzzard, where it's like leading him, trying to help him find rabbit tracks, and it's train tracks. It's like, I hear something.
What's it sound like?
It kind of sounds like a train.
Oh my god!
Poor Buzzard. But
the fact they brought him back is pretty cool in itself.
Oh, yeah,
because I thought he was more of one of the minor characters.
Yeah, I was about to say they brought Buzzy back. They brought.
right.
Okay then.
I don't think she thought that one. I don't think she thought that plan through.
She saw one good look at Axel, it's like, I stand no chance.
I thought I was like, oh wait, I thought there was a pillow behind me.
Oh gosh, who moved that? Anyway, almost.
Actually, it looks like it covers the whole way. Or do we just jump over it? Like,
I think we do still need to wait to finish off all the mooks as always.
Yeah,
because I am not moving until that camera moves.
Yeah. Anyway, while I was about to, before I forget, yeah, like.
Oh god, apparently. Oh, it's wind
physics.
Apparently.
Oh, wind physics.
That's
Okay.
It hasn't been affecting me.
You haven't jumped yet. But anyway, there we go.
Okay, but back to what I was saying. Like, I've just been loving like a lot of like. We talk about how like some of the obscurity that they have. Like they have like Buzzy. Oh boy!
Run!
Punch!
What do you think I'm doing?
Okay, we gotta do a lot of attacks. Do your specials or something. I don't know anything you got.
Take care of the walls. I'll take care of this bad boy right here.
Oh, okay. You can punch back. Okay, so while
I got a much of a bitch that has to be in single player.
Seriously. So now we're doing all this.
Okay,
Okay, so now that this is pretty monotonous, what were some of the other obscure characters they brought back?
Well, one that I know you were really happy about them seeing back is that they brought back Sam and Ralph.
Yeah, I mean, I love their dynamic. Oof. I do love their dynamic still.
Yeah. And from what I've heard, their short, it was considered one of the best shorts in Season 1. Yeah, that's the thing with Looney Tunes cartoons on HBO Max. They have all of Season 1 up there already. I'm guessing what they do is like they kind of like binge make a lot of shorts and just upload them all as one season.
Makes sense.
Okay.
I mean, that's pretty much what Netflix does with all their shows, or most of them.
I'm not sure how the hitboxes in this game work, but I do actually feel like Zan is best for the Steam for that freaking.
Oh yeah, Zan has the longest reach.
Right, with his long arms. I thought that, yeah.
He takes after his distant relative Dalton in that regard.
Yeah.
Okay, we're almost done. I love the big walls.
He always wanted to be stretched. He wanted to have stretchy arms like his brother, but he was never. He could never dedicate the time of day to practice yoga.
Like, I think we have to. I think what we have to do is.
There.
Like,
Oh.
Okay.
Well, that problem solved itself.
That's what happened.
Okay, ta-da!
I wanted to write on it.
I wanted to write. Actually, I really did want to write on that.
Actually, writing to always disappointed me.
He was literally
chicken.
Okay, for a moment, I was like, he was headbanging on me, but I didn't hear any punching sounds. Was he literally just faking it?
It's
maybe
like acting, the pantomime hits. It's like, okay, you're supposed to fall down now. That's what the script says.
Hey,
oh,
dude!
I'm sorry, I didn't realize that was a bit.
Oh, that was a close one.
That was too close.
Careful. So let me see what else I can look up as far as like trivia about this game.
Careful with this guy. He's.
I deserve that. But actually, I just remembered something. I think this is the thing that started with this game, or it might have also been a thing in the second game. There's actually two types of specials you can activate: a defensive special and an offensive special. You do the offensive special when you hold forward and special, or if you want to just do the defensive, just
I
press.
saw you back there. Go on.
Anything.
Okay, but that. Wow, I just had a really weird stuttery moment just then. I do remember seeing the defensive special, like when Zan got
that's what it is.
When Zan got grabbed by some mooks, he could like do like the full Blanca electric attack around him to push them off of him.
Yeah, that's his defensive one.
Right, so that makes sense. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. At this point, just use what we learned in the first game, which is just if you can, just chuck him off the elevator and just be done with that part.
If possible, because it feels like throwing in this game is a little bit trickier to do than the other games.
Maybe a bit.
So let's see what else I can learn about this game. The Japanese version of Sonic Gems Collection did include all Bare Knuckles 1, 2, and 3, but those three, along with Bonanza Brothers, never saw that,
we did look at it a while ago. It's the two Berglund brothers.
Oh, right. Those, along with Bonanza Brothers...
Another shot.
Ah, boy.
They were not in Sonic Gems Collection outside of Japan because of lower age ratings.
And Streets of Rage is anything but E for everyone friendly.
Let's see. Streets of Rage 3 Streets of Rage 3 did appear alongside other games in Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection. And then back in 2012, it did get released on Steam, except it's the American version, which is why we're looking to the Japanese version here.
I kind of wish that game was still continued, or the support continued a bit, because I know for when they released like that big update for the game, which in some ways kind of stunk. The one big grace about that whole thing is that it had mod support. So you can implement mods that would include like translation patches or just like overall straight up.
Oh, there we go. For some reason, I lost track of myself.
Graphical changes. I mean, hell, some people got creative enough to actually use mods, the Steam Workshop thing, to literally replace like the games that are already on the list with others. Like instead of playing Streets of Rage 3, we could be playing Castle of Illusion.
Wow.
Oh boy.
So it would just outright replace the ROM.
Exactly. Which I'm surprised Sega never acted on that.
Oh god. Okay, what else? So I did also learn about some other interesting thing, was that unfortunately it hasn't returned in recent gen, which kind of sucks, but back on the Xbox 360 and PS3, Sega kind of did its own Ages thing with the Sega Vintage Collection.
Yeah.
And in the Sega Vintage Collection back in 2012, they did release something called the Bare Knuckle Collection, which allowed you to play the original trilogy and decide between the Japanese or American versions of each game.
Yeah. I assume the Japanese version wasn't translated, though.
That's my guess.
Which I did use if it wasn't immediately obvious, folks, I did use a translation patch for this one. And future me, if you would be so kind as to credit the guy who made it, would you appreciate it? Because I don't remember his name right now.
Thank you. All right, this is a weird. This has been a really weird elevator,
go.
but fine, we're at the top floor.
Okay, yeah, you get some chicken.
All right, it is time.
What the?
Oh, wait a minute.
That's
Break.
not break.
Wait a minute. Break?
Oh.
Wait, Hype. He's a break man.
But also, okay, it's now starting to.
Careful.
it's-
I was about to say careful. He also has your specials too.
Yeah,
I
can see that.
I almost thought with all I was seeing right now, Hype, I thought you were going to say, careful, I can't tell you two apart.
No, you can tell him apart. He has blue gloves.
True. But yeah, so
God, I'm starting to get Yellow Socks Knuckles vibes all over again.
You know what? This should be this should be easy. We'll just goad him into using all the special attacks until his health is down.
actually,
It worked that way.
that could work. But but yeah, otherwise, it's now becoming very clear about why they thought Axel was with the police, which also leads me to wonder, great, it looks like Mr. X has gotten into more
Genetic
robotics.
clothing or that.
Which actually, it's funny you bring that up because I remember with the Western version, with the English version of the game, that was pretty much the whole plot. He usually had the scheme to replace all the world's high authorities into robotic duplicates of themselves.
Oh, so it's like Snatcher. Okay.
Pretty much.
I think. Oh, he's getting a lot redder now.
Yeah, that's why I was starting to get a little. Oh, wow!
Nice.
You're doing good at that.
You did it.
Thank you very much.
Oh, a robot.
He's a Terminator.
I know.
Ugh,
So-
I can already imagine his whole entire exoskeleton just melting like a Terminator.
Jeez, that'd be really dark.
They do.
A robot.
It's not an Eggman robot.
I don't know why that threw me off guard.
You're right. The general identity word. Oh, that's right. The whole thing is that Dr. Zan did initially work with that syndicate, but basically he tried to come to us for aid, realizing that shit with Fubar, and I mean, I guess there's still some trust issues.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Also,
I mean, yeah, Blaze brings up a good point. He's literally putting his own life in jeopardy for this whole situation.
Also, freaking, it was all a trap all along, and we were led here to almost be killed by our own robotic self. And it seems just looking for. Wait, who? What did you say to me, Door Hatch?
What did you say there, Ninja Turtle?
Uh,
Come on out. I'm waiting for you. All right, we're going after him. Oh wow.
By the way, Logan, if you could do me a quick favor, I know there is a level we're gonna have to tackle later on, where we are gonna run under a time limit. I just don't remember what level that is, though.
Yeah. Sorry. By the way, sorry if I seemed a little inactive there. I was checking something in another window, and I guess I forgot to click on this right away.
Okay, well, I did notice here. Yeah, wow. Apparently, a fun fact is that this game has 4 different endings.
Oh, I need that.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping we don't get the bad one.
The 4 different endings are dependent upon the difficulty level selected and whether you defeat certain levels in an allotted amount of time. Wow. Okay, I'll look that up. Streets of Rage 3 endings. Let's see.
Boop.
Let's see. If you failed to say, okay, so it has to be under. Okay, you have. It's when you get to the prison level, I believe. So when you get to so that'll be level 6. You guys are currently in the underground entrance, so 2 levels from now, level and a half from now.
Okay.
You have to.
Is it the same? Is it the same number of levels as all the other games?
It's 8 levels. It's 7 levels, technically. 7 levels, but the 7th level can change depending on what you do in the 6th level.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I mean, close enough.
So I guess I'll talk about it a little bit. So if you guys fail to get to I'm gonna say so first, if you fail to save the general/chief in level 6 in the prison, you play an alternate version of round 7, in which you'll be fighting a different boss. And then if you do rescue him, you do end up fighting the actual boss you're supposed to fight.
Gotcha.
But then you get to that other. But if you do save the general/chief, that's how this guy is saying it, and you get to that boss, if you cannot beat the boss within a certain time limit, that's when all the bombs will go off.
Ooh.
That sounds lovely.
Oh no, Axel's dead!
Well,
Dude, I can't believe Axel's dead.
so all right, time for the grand. Let's see if we got all the characters, and let's cycle through them. Let's see. So You got continue. We got Axel, Blaze,
Yeah, I got-
Rudy, Ash.
Shiva. There you go.
Got him.
So, who do you want to be?
You know what? I'll give the kangaroo boy some love.
Look at him
All
go.
right.
Look at him
Honestly,
go.
like I did want to be the kangaroo, but at this point, like as long as he's shown off, period, I'm game.
Yeah.
I forgot. Are they going to add him into the fourth game?
In an update.
In an update, because that's the weird thing. Like, all the you do unlock all the quote unquote legacy characters from the Streets of Rage series. The only exception to the rule, well, two exceptions, are Ash and Rue.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I really wish they gave us like some kind of like warning signal for when those pie by.
They do. Sorry,
Yeah,
I didn't want to be that guy, but notice the train tracks. They start rumbling whenever one is getting close.
Yeah,
So
I think
go
that's something that's easily noticeable when you're on a 30 frame set display or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the best ending we want to go for is you guys saving the General Chief and beating the boss, and oof, wow, clean sweep, and beating the final boss in enough time.
So yeah, from the looks of it, Rue, or Vic D as he's called in the Japanese version, he's pretty quick on his feet, which is pretty neat.
Hey.
He always likes hugs.
Give a hug.
Careful. Oh, and I believe I almost feel dumb.
Oh, okay.
I almost feel dumb.
Today, Rue can't pick up weapons.
Well, of course, he has boxing gloves on.
I almost feel dumb for asking if he has the highest jump out of everybody.
It seems pretty high, and it looks like something I could easily control. Yeah, I mean, I guess he probably has the highest jumps out of the lot of them.
He definitely looks the floatiest of everyone, if it's any indication.
Whoa!
Oh boy!
Ow!
Had barely any reaction time there.
Oh God!
What's wrong?
What's up? Whoa! Look at that spin.
Ooh, nice. That poor thing.
Wrecking is pretty of doing that attack.
Well, I mean, it also didn't do any damage to him, I noticed, so he's knocking out like a chin. True.
Hey.
Didn't even realize you were there.
Uh-huh. Okay, gotta stay in the center just to doubly check. Okay, good.
Ow.
Whoop.
I wonder how my wet Kanga is doing right now.
Kanga.
So, did they actually have a story like talking about how like we adopted Kanga after everything was done?
Not really. No. I mean, if it means anything, Rue make a cameo in Streets of Rage 4, and honestly, it's just funny just for the visual alone. But it's nothing. It's nothing grandiose. It's just, hey, Rue's back.
Well, I can't wait to see that, and I imagine we'll probably just wait until that update comes out so we can show off Rue in the fourth game.
There it goes. Okay, now I see
Well, I'm not
the
sure if they'll use like Legacy Rue, or if they are just going to make Rue from scratch, cut in the same style.
We'll have to wait and see. And now we only have one train track. I think I see what we have to do. We have to like hide in here whenever we see the train track.
Oh, or jump it. Nice.
Well, I can jump at least because look at me. I'm a naturally born bouncer.
Look at him
Just for that,
going.
no apples.
Why'd you take all the apples? Uh-oh, it's coming back.
It's about bounce.
Just start bouncing everywhere. Maybe you do have a higher... Oh, because you have those robo limbs helping you.
What do you think taught Tigger everything he knows?
Honestly, maybe, considering, like, considering Kanga's whole, like, I don't know, maybe.
He's actually married. I mean, she had a child and everything. It's just that we never know who the father is. Which is completely... That's never been the Winnie the Pooh.
Actually,
Oh, geez.
probably should take a quick look to see what that's going on. I'll be right back.
No worries.
Oh my God. Zan, whatever you do, don't go ride the kangaroo.
Just imagine the kangaroo just thud on the ground with Zan. And Zan's like, "Oh, I just wanted to ride."
You're too old for this, old man.
Something I feel so bad for laughing at, but just the idea of like a sad, just a thump onto the ground. Anyway, all right, we're just about at the halfway point at least.
We're not, and we're already around almost 15 minutes in.
Dog
50.
working at nothing.
God, the old dog way. Anyway, okay. And the Kanga is safe. Okay. So let me see what other fun little lore.
Kanga's the name of my wife, you jerk.
Oh,
Okay, that's weird. When I'm in the safe zone, I can't punch.
Wait, really? Oh, you're right. You can't punch in here. Oh, I guess that's the true definition of a safe zone.
wow. Okay,
That's weird.
Just a little
Oh,
trade-off, I guess.
look at this. Look at this. They can't get in the safe zone.
Oh,
Oh my god! This is literally one of those playground games where
Right.
you like the safe zone you have to go into before the kids catch you.
that's interesting, actually. Okay. Geez. But then they do know how to jump over the train, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, whether we like it or not, we're gonna have to deal with them eventually. But that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Dude, else I can learn about this. Whoa.
Oof. Didn't save him.
No, it did not. Was not done in time.
Oh boy.
Man.
Goosh.
Let's see if I can look at any Streets of Rage.
Oh, I forgot. I keep forgetting. I can't pick up stuff.
You
Yeah.
can't. You have the boxing gloves on.
Hey,
I
Strong
did.
Man, how can you play Streets of Rage with boxing gloves on?
Hmm. Oh, I also noticed the safe zones are getting smaller. Whoa.
Okay.
You are.
Oh,
More chicken.
Oh, I need
Chicken.
the chicken. I need the chicken.
We'll get it.
Ah, chicken.
whoa! Nice jump. Let's see what else I got here. Similar to the final transfer for everybody. Okay, no, that's just Streets of Rage entirely.
Well, I guess that train doesn't mean anything when you're like at the very edge of the screen.
Zone. That's good. So one other thing I noticed is that is that apparently
These guys just don't stop coming.
nope, never will. Apparently even the level apparently even the one of the levels in this game like removed a whole plot point with saving the general in the American release because they didn't like the idea of you like failing and somebody like dying.
Oh, I mean, I
We don't
guess
need
that.
consequences.
Mm-hmm.
We do.
And the last thing I can think about, because I hope we're going to avoid that, is in the worst ending possible, when all the bombs go off to destroy the entire city.
You get destroyed with it?
No. Well, in the original, when the ending cinematic, like when we saw Blaze on the chair.
That just repeats.
Well, kind of. It's like you don't see the city destroyed in the Western release. It's just black screen with text.
Oh,
flowing
right.
around.
That entire opening sequence we saw was completely cut, along with that
Yeah.
little nod to Rambo.
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess because they thought it was far too on the nose.
He can do whatever he wants, and oh, here it comes. Okay, I think you guys gotta let him on screen, otherwise he's. Where is he? No, there's one guy. He's there. Oh,
There he is.
he was waiting in the wings.
Oh, never mind.
Jeez.
I got
Okay.
him.
There. It's done. Let's leave this train hallway and never return.
I'm not gonna lie, that bit lasted a little too long.
Just a
Yeah.
smidge. Okay. Oh, an ancient. A
There's an
ninja.
invisible man among us.
What was there? There was a shrine down here all along, featuring the Great Yamato.
This ain't Shinobi.
Well, you gotta fight the Yamato tribe now.
Oh, dang, I just remembered. Apparently it was recently discovered that Joe Musashi was initially considered to be put in Streets of Rage 4, but
Really?
Sega unfortunately turned that down.
What?
Which is stupid.
Why? What reason would they have not to?
Because of sword.
I guess.
Well, that's the excuse I assume.
To be fair, you could get sword weapons in all the games and never really sliced or diced anyone.
I'm
And
just
the way
like,
I guess if it really means anything, there is a callback to there is a visual cameo of Joe Musashi in one of the levels, but otherwise, yeah, it would have been cool to have been able to play as the guy and connect the worlds together.
right. But then
Number
again, like
two?
just the idea that like they could have done it, like they own the rights. Clearly, I guess
I just felt it wouldn't have. They just didn't want it for one reason or another.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah.
So that makes me wonder if Sega will ever give them the okay to ever make a Shinobi game.
I know the last we got was that 3DS title.
Yeah,
guess really-
which
I feel like the idea of them reviving a lot of these IPs really does depend on how well 4 does in sales.
Like, I mean, I can just say right now, 4 has done amazingly well, as far as I've heard.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, then it's also just
on the eShop for a little while.
okay. So it's doing well in sales. It's also just a matter of if Sega is about as picky of that as Capcom is.
True.
Well, I mean, given the fact that Sega's been very lenient with all these other developers actually handling their IPs, it's possible.
That's true. Like, I definitely am curious to see what they do next.
Part of what I always loved to, part of what I just now noticed, part of what I always found a little bit frustrating with these beat 'em up bosses is that half of the battle is just getting them to stand still long enough to hit them.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's fine.
There he is.
Oh, there he is. Got him.
On.
Where'd you go?
Oh,
There you
and
Go.
Kangaroo.
1, 2, Butterfeet.
The kangaroo style.
Well,
That,
that must be like I don't know. Round
I hope
4
so.
clear.
Finally.
Let's
We've now passed the halfway. I love Gru's solemn.
Thank you.
Yes. It's like Master Splinter.